Welcome back to Steel Studio for the pregame news and notes for the upcoming game between the Steelers and Broncos. I'm Mike.
I'm Rick. Mike's dad.
All right. So as far as the Broncos game goes, for the injury report, who are we expecting to be out for the Broncos?
Well, I know Lindsey's out there, running back, and that's huge because he can do everything. Catch passes out of the backfield, run. That's going to be a big loss for them. Garrett Bowles is questionable. Their tackle. He's a rookie tackle. So he's going to be banged up even if he plays. So that's another advantage for us. A.J. Boyd's out on defense. They'll have two rookies starting at corner. And Sutton and Cleveland, their receivers, are questionable. I think Sutton might play, but I don't think Cleveland will based on what I've read. How about for the Steelers? Okay. How are we looking?
Yeah, Steelers, it sounds like our offensive line is really where we're hurting right now. So DeCastro's going to be out. Banner's going to be out. Of course, he was placed on IR this past week, and then it looks like Wisniewski's going to be out as well. So we expect probably the rookie is going to fill in, and then Connor will be back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Connor's going to be a full participant. So what's the offensive line going to look like then? It's going to be Pouncey?
Yep.
Right? And then the guards are going to be
probably Weiler on left guard, and then I would guess Dotson right guard, and then we'll have Chooks as right tackle. Yeah, and Big Al left.
And I think they'll be fine. I do. And that's pretty much it. That's all we have for injuries for the Steelers, which is great.
Yeah. Everywhere else we're healthy. Just there. I don't really expect. I mean, Connor will probably be the formal starter, but I think that they'll kind of rotate Snell in a lot and play him more downs than Connor.
Yeah, that'll definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting. A lot of people don't want Connor in there at all, but giving him a benefit of the doubt, he won the job in camp, and he is a starter. So the right thing to do is give him the first shot.
Yeah, and I just think the Steelers stick with people who we've played, and Connor's been the starter for a while. They'll stick with him until they know for sure that Snell is the better choice.
Right. So as far as the Broncos, their defense, do you know much about them? Or?
Yeah, there's not a lot of material here, like you mentioned. There's the two rookie cornerbacks. They play a mixed zone quite a bit. My guess is I'm kind of expecting to see a little bit of a fluid line, kind of like we saw against the Giants. And my reasoning behind that is I think they're going to try to confuse our O-line a little bit since we've got some fresh guys up there. I'm expecting some pressure on the right side pretty heavily since our right side of the O-line is weak. So I think they'll come after Chooks and they'll come after Dotson quite a bit. They shouldn't really be able to defend against our pass game very well. But my prediction is that we'll have some quick passes. We'll do a lot of slants to our Z's. So a lot of juju in the seams and slants.
Yeah, and I think their defensive line is the strength of their defense. And they're going to try and come after Ben. We may have trouble running against them with that D-line at first till we get the pass going. Kind of like the Giants game. Very similar here. And then, like you said, we'll be able to methodically get down the field, break a few, and I think we'll be fine. How about the Broncos offense? I read that they may try and do 3 tight end sets. That would be Jake Butt, who's the guy, Noah Fant, and the guy we know well, Vanette. So, but that doesn't scare me too much. But
right, Vanette's not much of a threat. Noah Fant had a couple good plays last week, but nothing extravagant. That could hurt us, but I just don't see it happening because their QB Lock averages about 200 yards a game in every game he's played, and that's just not enough to open it up for them.
They're going to try and move him around a little bit and do some short West Coast, like Chad talked about in our last show. West Coast quick passes. Our linebackers, like Bush, are going to be key and second level and just shut it down. We should be able to do that. So.
Yeah, I think the line is strong.
Yeah.
With Munchak there as their coach, of course, that helps.
I read it and heard that it was a work in progress still. So they have a lot of youth. So we should be okay. So the line's 7.5. What's your prediction?
We're
any
definitely
changes?
No changes from the last episode. I definitely think we're going to win it. I feel strong about this game. I just don't think the Broncos' offense is going to pose enough of a threat to be able for them to put up a lot of points against us.
Yep, and I think it'll be a very similar game to the Giants game, about 27-13, something like that. So let's go Steelers. Very excited. And we will be back next week.
That's right. Yeah, this is your pregame news and notes for the Broncos-Steelers game. Steel Studio.
Please subscribe, like, listen to us on Stitcher. What's the other? YouTube.
Yep, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, all the main platforms.
Yep, and please email us.
Yep, we'll read it out loud, either on a news and notes episode or a normal podcast episode.
All right, thanks, Mike.
All right. Yep,
Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.
All right.
Bye.